How are you doing, everyone? Paul Wilson, CEO of the Hwanseung Group, coming at you with today's vlog. Okay, for here at the 11th of September. Okay, obviously it's a big day in the States, but we'll see what the headline's going to bring us overnight from the Microsoft news feed. All right, now let's just get a bit of an introduction going on here. My name is Paul Wilson. Hwanseung basically means to transfer in English. All right, and Hwanseung, we are transferring every day in our lives between transport, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition. My group plans to expand into Hwanseung Headhunting, which is Hwanseung search firm there, Hwanseung which is finance, and Hwanseung Budongsan, which is real estate in the next 5 years. Okay, once I get my website up and running, as soon as I get a bit of a break in my schedule, I'm working 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. Monday to Friday, averaging about 12 to 13 hours of class, actual teaching hours of class a day, based on my primary business, which is corporate business English, which is my cash cow for the meantime. And we will be getting on into the business expansion on the way from then. Okay, just a reminder that this all is one take, guys. There is no script. This is all raw. I'm not interested in fancy editing or anything like that. I just want to get the hot topics related to Korea out to you in the most efficient way possible. Okay, none of this fancy stuff, zooming in and out, none of these pop-ups and stuff there. It's just raw, straight for your viewing pleasure. Okay, all there for the freshest contents everywhere. Okay, let's go to the first one, guys. Concerns raised over compressed air dusters misused as drugs. So you might have seen these kind of things here. They are used to clean keyboards here. Okay, now the gas is not actually compressed air. It's actually it's an alcoholic. It's based on ethane. It's based on ethane there. As a bit of a sanitizer effect as well. But they're currently being used in Korea. Well, they probably have been for some time as a very simple drug, and it gives you some kind of hallucinogenic properties and stuff. Now, keep in mind, this is very similar to people who've been doing butane gas cans. We've always known. I've talked to some executives today, and they told me that even when they're in middle school, there were some naughty students who were doing butane even back in the day. 20, 30 years ago, kind of thing that was going on as well. So. It's just watch out for this kind of thing there. It's been banned at a major supermarket chain nationwide, but you can still easily pick these up. Look at this, 2,300 won for a can of cleaner there. Dr. 747 looks like the main culprit here, but yeah. Drugs in Korea have become a very bad epidemic in the recent years, perhaps due to the fact that we were confined to the home during COVID, and now that the economy is like having a bit of a hard time with inflation, people are looking for a gateway drug or something to escape from reality. Of course, alcohol, cigarettes, are involved in that as well. We have seen an increase in smoking rates because of that, and also drinking. But if you want something a bit more hard, it's quite easy to get marijuana. It's quite easy to get liquid marijuana vaping sticks. It's quite easy to get methamphetamines, meth, crack through the dark web, and also using social media channels as well. So it's a scourge in public, and it really needs to be stamped out. Okay, and I know the government is taking it seriously because they've even proposed to ban mayak kimbap. Okay, mayak kimbap, which is sold at Hwanseung. They want to actually ban the use of the word mayak, which means drug. Okay, no drug kimbap. All right, now this next one, guys, is the postpartum care. Fewer centers, soaring costs, and social disparities there. All right, so postpartum is not many people know this actually. Postpartum means 산후조리원. Okay, so it's a care center looking after newly born kids and their mums. Okay. And basically, most Korean women, if not all Korean women, really, if they do have kids, God bless them for helping to increase the birth rate. Going after giving birth and being released from hospital, they go for a week or 2 weeks in these postpartum care centers there, and it's basically staying at a hotel. There's no housework to be done. It's just you and the baby. The baby is put into a newly born room there. They have a CCTV watching everything that your baby does, and it's connected to your smartphone via an application. Now, the problem is here, because of the birth rate going down, a lot of these centers have closed down. It's very, very highly competitive here. And what you can see there, the soaring cost there. 5 years ago, the average cost was about 250만 원, 2.5 million, and now it's gone up to about 330만 원, Now, there's also social disparities here. Social disparities where people are comparing what 산후조리 one or what postpartum care they're going to. Okay, the most ultra premium ones actually cost 29 times more than the average one. Okay, 29 times. Okay, do the math on that. 29 times 330만 원. Okay, so there's a lot of disparity there, and it's not fair on the poor old husband who's got to fork out the money usually to help cover the cost of this thing. But I do recommend it. It does give the chance for the mother to bond with her child, her precious child, in a very nice and very safe and secure way, knowing that all the food is being provided for and all those kind of things. I enjoyed my time staying with my first child when she was born 5 years ago. I ate all the miyeokguk, I ate all the seaweed soup that my wife didn't like to eat, okay, even though she kind of had to eat it, but she normally doesn't like it. But I ate all that. They even had 아침 조식, 에아빠 아침 조식 there, which is the famous Korean potato salad sandwich here with ham and cheese and also egg, and they gave it Americano and orange juice as well. That was really nice before going to work. Whereas my second child was they were born in 2020, 3 years ago. It was in the midst of COVID. It was very annoying. I had to get a COVID PCR test showing that I was negative every time I went, but I could not even see my wife who was inside. Okay, because they refused. They banned visitors from outside. I could only see my second daughter through the viewing screen as well. They kind of had this little dodgy thing where we asked for a cash discount, and they said they would give us 100,000 won discount. And then when we came to pay for it in the end, we asked them about the discount, why it had not been included, and they said, "Oh, we never mentioned that." Okay, it was not written down. If it's not written down, it's not counted there. So that was a bit of a bad aftertaste on that one there. But yeah. If you are going to look for a 산후조리 one, do shop around, because although it is highly increased costs, they do have a lot of partnerships with other baby insurance companies there, the car seat manufacturers there, formula providers there, baby milk, and so you do shop around for the best deal. Okay, again, the best thing is probably the most closest and most convenient location to the husband's workplace if he's working there, if not the house as well. Okay. Alright, so this next one here, guys. You can become a building owner in Apgujeong for only 5,000 won. Have a look at this, guys. You probably look at this and go, what the hell does this mean? Well, basically, you're investing into an application called Casa. Okay, and what they do is they collect money. Okay, they collect money there, and they buy these buildings around. Okay, and you are investing at least 5,000 won in here, and with the monthly rent, it pays you out in a dividend every 3 months. Okay, so what the rent they collect, they give you a dividend, 배당금, all right, and then you also get a profit sharing from the sale of the building when they sell it for a profit. Hopefully they make a profit, that's by the way. Okay, I guess there's always risk involved in any type of investment here, but it's quite interesting. I have seen this before, guys, for Rolex watches and some kinds of some limited edition handbags. Okay, people gathering co-investors together and purchasing a Rolex watch, expecting and anticipating the increase in value, and then sharing the profits once it's sold. Okay, and I've seen that on online advertising, and I've also seen that also in traditional paper newspapers as well. So it is an established thing. I guess everybody is looking for a get-rich-quick scheme. Okay, especially in these very testing times. Alright, okay, this next one, guys, is SK hynix. Okay, shares plunged despite denial of chip supply to China's Huawei. Now, what happened was, despite the CHIPS Act and the ban on chips to Huawei, as that Biden kind of instigated there, these chips were found in SK hynix chips were found in China's Huawei, some of their phones. So I've spoken to some 상무님s, and the team leaders who are involved in this industry here, and no one really seems to know, but they're speculating that it could have been old stock. It could have been old stock that was purchased in bulk before the ban on Huawei was chips to Huawei was instigated. It could be anywhere in the supply chain. Anywhere in the supply chain in China is especially so complex that it could have been bought actually from a third-party retailer, okay, who maybe have purchased it somewhere else. There's no way to actually track where these chips have originated from, okay. All we know is that the manufacturer was Hynix, okay. So the stock price actually plunged about 4%, I believe, about 1% or something on Friday. It did recover today. All right, so if you can have a look here, Hynix, we can just see here, Hynix stock. Okay, it did recover. Okay, it had a bit of a plunge. Okay, down on Thursday, and it came down, but it's kind of made a recovery there. So I think it's still good buying. Hynix is still a good buy, all right, just in time for the end of the year, and we'll see how the yearly performance is being reviewed and what their goals for next year are. But yeah, chips, valuable commodity. But I do really sincerely believe, based on what I've heard and what I interact with on a daily basis with my executives there, that starting from the fourth quarter, at the latest in the first quarter, we can see a good upturn, an upcycle starting to begin. So make sure you get in with your bets. All right, now this next one, guys, is the last one here. Orion, okay, earns $82 million in dividends from its Vietnamese subsidiary there. Okay, so Orion is if you don't know, is the leading manufacturer of this choco marshmallow biscuit pie. Okay, and actually, 67% of the total sales, okay, of the international sales are attributed to key subsidiaries in their markets: China, Russia, and Vietnam. Now, I actually had one of my learners who was actually headhunted to Orion from another Korean company, and he actually moved during the beginning of the Russian-Ukraine war. And I said, "Are you doing the right thing?" And he's like, Russia's guaranteed. Orion is not nowhere near thinking of like taking a step back. Now, choco pie in Russia, and I think like India and China as well, but especially Russia, is considered like a tradition. It's almost like a culture where it goes together with black tea, okay, milk tea as well. Milk tea and choco pie is it's a Korean product, but it's so enjoyed over there. So yes, do you like your choco pie? Have you had a choco pie birthday before? With the birthday candles and the choco pie. It's a very comforting food. Try it in the microwave. But I want to show you something here: the difference between Orion choco pie, the original, and No Brand, the fake. All right, you'll be surprised. So the calories are a bit different. Orion had a bit more calories. They look a bit similar. Yes, No Brand, the bread and the marshmallow a bit softer. Look at the price difference: $4,800 for Orion, $2,580 for the No Brand, almost half price. 12 in each packs. Okay. Quite nice. All right. So yes, what would you do? What would you do with the choco pie there? Very, very delicious. Okay, try the No Brand. I've tried it. It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'll give you the guarantee on that one there as well. Okay. All right, guys. Well, that's enough for me tonight. I've got another class at 11 p.m. All right. I've got a class for a American semiconductor company R&D vice president. And so I will see you tomorrow. Okay, another big day, another full day full of surprises there. Okay, this is Paul Wilson, the CEO of the Hwanseung Group. Once again, just reminding you that Hwanseung means transfer. We're always transferring between transport, companies, countries, assets, knowledge, insight, and intuition. Hwanseung will also expand into Hwanseung headhunting, Hwanseung finance, and Hwanseung Budongsan, okay, which is real estate there. Gumyong headhunting and Budongsan. All right, yeah, based upon my cash cow business model of the corporate business English. You've seen it here first. I've been here for 15 years. I've been to the lows of lows, and I'm now rising to the tops. Okay, as fast as I can. All right. Thank you. Those were our people today. That's Hwanseung tonight.